Hello and welcome to the Tech Recap channel. This week we will review AI and innovation headlines from week 48 of 2023. Highlight for week 48, 2023 AI news. Building reliable machine learning models with limited training data. Demonstrating native AI for mobile network operation. EU seeks agreement on world's first AI law. DeepMind develops AI that demonstrates social learning capabilities. OpenAI's GPT store delayed to 2024 following leadership chaos. Building reliable machine learning models with limited training data. On September 20, 2023, InnovationNewsNetwork.com reported, researchers from the University of Cambridge and Cornell University have discovered that machine learning models can produce reliable results even when provided with limited data for partial differential equations, PDEs, a class of physical equations that describe how things in the natural world evolve in space and time. The study, published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, could be useful for constructing more reliable and cost-efficient machine learning models for applications such as engineering and climate modeling. Most machine learning models require large amounts of training data before they can return accurate results. To train the model, a human usually annotates a large volume of data, such as a set of images. However, using humans to train machine learning models is effective but time-consuming and expensive. The team designed their AI models with partial differential equations, PDEs, and discovered that PDEs that model diffusion have a structure that is useful for designing AI models. They constructed an efficient algorithm for predicting the solutions of PDEs under different conditions, exploiting short and long-range interactions happening. The researchers believe that their techniques will help data scientists design new machine learning models that can be interpreted by humans. However, further research is still required to ensure that models are learning the right things. Unlocking the predictors of obesity treatment and risk. On September 21, 2023, InnovationNewsNetwork.com. The IMI Sophia project is a public-private partnership funded by the Innovative Health Initiative, IMI, in collaboration with the European Commission, aiming to change the narrative around obesity and improve health outcomes. Obesity affects 150 million people in Europe and 650 million people worldwide, with the number steadily rising. The project uses machine learning, federated health data, and a unique approach to shared value to analyze data from large-scale cohorts and conduct in-depth qualitative studies of those living with obesity. The Sophia project aims to predict complications, target treatments better, and change the narrative around obesity to make it more equitable and patient-centric. By diagnosing and treating well-defined subpopulations of obesity, we can achieve greater benefit with fewer side effects and lower costs to healthcare systems. Patients are currently defined by BMI or waist measurement, leading to obesity subtypes being treated as if they were identical. Using better-defined subpopulations, we will be able to select participants who are likely to progress most rapidly through the disease process or who might respond best to targeted interventions. The project aims to move past the one-size-fits-all approach, as stakeholders share many concerns and barriers to adopting innovative solutions to obesity management across healthcare systems. The European Commission issued a brief defining obesity as a chronic relapsing disease, which in turn acts as a gateway to a range of other non-communicable diseases in March 2021, thanks to advocacy work in Sophia and the European Association for the Study of Obesity, EASO. Obesity is a complex and chronic disease, with various subpopulations with different types. The Sophia project aims to remove the stigmatizing declaration to eat less and move more and advance the growing body of evidence that obesity is the result of a complex pathogenesis with a biological basis. It is important to include perspectives from those living with obesity, as the association between excess adiposity and increased impairment in daily living activities shows the need for research that includes the patient experience. Historically, patients were passively positioned on the receiving end of healthcare and policy. A systematic review and synthesis by Sophia researchers highlighted several studies where stigma and negative treatment were perpetuated by healthcare providers. Understanding patient preferences for patients with obesity complications may impact treatment planning, making interventions more effective and potentially improving patient engagement in treatment adherence and reducing costs. Bridging data silos and GDPR requirements is crucial for the Sophia project, as traditional analysis by pooling individual-level data from different clinical studies is not feasible. The SOFIA Federated Analysis System, built on open-source software and a privacy-preserving data framework, allows researchers to analyze sensitive data without physically moving the data to a central repository. Amazon to provide free AI training to 2 million people by 2025. On September 29, 2023, InnovationNewsNetwork.com. Amazon has announced plans to provide free AI training to 2 million people through its AI Ready initiative by 2025. The initiative aims to unlock the potential of AI technology by boosting proficiencies in adults and young learners. The training will consist of 8 new AI courses, Amazon Web Services, AWS, Generative AI Scholarship, and a new collaboration with Code.org. A recent AWS study found that AI skills are becoming increasingly important in many industries, and having them can boost employment opportunities. AWS AI Ready initiative covers 8 AI and Generative AI training courses, covering topics such as Introduction to Generative AI Learning Plan for Decision Makers, Introduction to Amazon Code Whisperer, Foundations of Prompt Engineering, Low-Code Machine Learning on AWS, Amazon Transcribe, and Building Generative AI Applications using Amazing Bedrock. Josh Bohr, director at tech consultancy VEUP, commented on the AI Ready announcement, stating that large corporations like Amazon should prioritize accessible training. AWS is also investing $12 million in scholarships to provide Udacity scholarships to over 50,000 high school and university students from underrepresented communities worldwide. Amazon is also launching an educational collaboration with Code.org to launch Hour of Code Dance Party, AI Edition, allowing students to develop virtual music videos to demonstrate their AI training to future employers. The need for developing trusted map products for disaster mapping. On December 4, 2023, InnovationNewsNetwork.com. Disaster mapping is a crucial tool for disaster preparedness, response, and recovery, using geospatial data to create maps and models. However, the increasing reliance on artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning, ML, requires a higher level of authentication and traceability to protect information. RSS Hydro works with partners to develop innovative tools that allow data authentication and process tracing, particularly in Earth observation, EO, products and services for non-military applications. Authenticating data sources and tracing data processing chains is essential for several reasons, including accuracy and reliability, prevention of misinformation, and security. Inaccurate or unreliable data sources can lead to inaccurate maps and models, which can have serious consequences for disaster preparedness, response, and recovery efforts. Misinformation can also lead to poor decision-making and can be spread through misinformation about evacuation routes or fire smoke clouds. To improve accuracy and reliability, providers can authenticate data sources by verifying the identity and credentials of data providers and checking if the data has been tampered with or altered. Geospatial service providers can trace data processing chains by tracking how data are collected, processed, and stored, ensuring they are not altered or manipulated. Producers can ensure the accuracy and reliability of their maps and models, improving disaster preparedness, response, and recovery efforts. Putting the authentication and traceability process in a legal framework would augment product value significantly, as trusted maps can be used by stakeholders or clients in legal cases and organizations supporting ESG reporting. Authenticating data sources and tracing data processing chains is crucial for building trust with stakeholders, improving communication and collaboration, and enhancing accountability. Methods for disaster mapping include using trusted data sources, checking data provenance, using data encryption and authentication, and auditing data processing chains. AI and ML are increasingly being used in disaster mapping applications, such as developing algorithms to automatically identify and classify disaster damage from satellite imagery. However, these technologies present new challenges, such as ensuring the accuracy and reliability of data used to train and operate AI and ML models. Additionally, ensuring that ML models are not biased can lead to inaccurate or unfair results. International conflicts and misinformation can make it difficult to authenticate data sources and trace data processing chains. However, it is important to authenticate data sources and trace data processing chains even in the context of international conflicts and mistrust, as the purpose of a map, especially one containing non-trivial information about a disaster, can play a significant role in disaster management. In conclusion, authenticating data sources and tracing data processing chains is essential for ensuring the accuracy, reliability, and trustworthiness of disaster maps and models. By doing so, organizations can better serve their stakeholders and maintain the integrity of their data. On ChatGPT's first anniversary, its mobile apps have topped 110M installs and nearly $30 million in revenue. On December 1, 2023, TechCrunch reported, ChatGPT, an AI chatbot, has been gaining popularity since its launch in May 2023. The mobile app versions have topped 110 million combined installs and reached nearly $30 million in consumer spending, according to a market analysis by mobile intelligence provider, Data.ai. ChatGPT's mobile apps make money by selling the ChatGPT Plus subscription via in-app purchases, which offer additional perks such as general access during peak times, faster response times, and early access to new features. The subscription was expanded to users outside the US in February 2023. In total, ChatGPT's apps have generated approximately $28.6 million in global consumer spending on mobile, though many more users may have subscribed via the web. However, ChatGPT is not the top chatbot by revenue, as Ask AI is ahead and offers several lower-priced in-app purchase options for premium features. ChatGPT's mobile app downloads continue to grow, with Android downloads seeing record adoption with about 18 million new installs within a week of its Google Play release. Combined iOS and Android downloads now average above 4 million on a weekly basis, and they have retained that figure for the past 5 weeks. India and the US are nearly neck and neck in terms of ChatGPT downloads, with India accounting for the most downloads at 18% and 17.5%, respectively. An analysis of Android data indicates that ChatGPT may not be the most often used AI app, ranking third behind Character AI and Chai. The firm expects ChatGPT to add tens of millions more installs and revenue by year-end 2023. OpenAI's GPT store delayed to 2024 following leadership chaos. On December 1, 2023, TechCrunch reported, OpenAI's AI App Store, the GPT Store, will not launch this year as previously announced, but on an unspecified date in early 2024. The delay is likely due to a leadership shakeup in November. A memo sent to users and developers revealed the new launch date and upcoming improvements, such as a better configuration interface and debug messages. The launch of the store raised eyebrows at OpenAI's Dev Day conference in November, with unanswered questions about charging customers and paying developers. The company's response to a Q&A with CEO Sam Altman and CTO Mira Murati was "We'll see." Given the loose launch plan and the intense battle of board versus CEO, the delay is not surprising, as shipping a major product under duress while navigating a new board and other priorities is likely a non-starter. Smartphone sales to rebound on AI gains, Morgan Stanley says. On December 1, 2023, TechCrunch also reported, smartphone sales are expected to recover starting in 2024, defying predictions of a prolonged slump in the mobile sector. Morgan Stanley predicts a rebound of nearly 4% in 2024 and 4.4% in 2025, compared to the PC industry's multi-year downdrafts. The turnaround is driven by new on-device AI capabilities, which could unlock fresh demand and enable advances in photography, speech recognition, and user privacy. Smartphone makers like Apple, Vivo, Xiaomi, and Samsung have already expressed their bullishness on AI, with Vivo's X100 achieving explosive sales and Xiaomi showcasing 6x the usual volume for its AI-packed flagship. Samsung plans built-in generative AI for 2024 models, offering ChatGPT-style features processed directly on phones. Goldman Sachs estimates that global smartphone volumes in 2023 will end at a 5% YOY dip to 1.148 billion units, down from 1.206 billion phones shipped last year. However, momentum will rebuild in 2024 and 2025, fueled by new product launches. Goldman forecasts worldwide smartphone shipments rising 3% to 1.186 billion in 2024 and climbing another 5% to 1.209 billion in 2025. The brightening mobile outlook diverges from consensus views that maturing smartphones face similar inertia and substitution threats as personal computers over the last decade. DeepMind develops AI that demonstrates social learning capabilities. On December 1, 2023, TechExplore.com reported, Google's DeepMind project has developed an AI system that can demonstrate social learning capabilities. The team developed an AI application that learned new skills in a virtual world by copying the actions of an implanted expert. Most AI systems, like ChatGPT, gain knowledge through exposure to large amounts of data, but this approach is not efficient. Researchers have tried to mimic the process of human learning, which involves exposure to known elements and following examples of others. In this new effort, the team created a virtual world called GoalCycle 3D, with obstacles and multiple colored spheres. AI agents were added to the virtual world, given learning modules but no other information about the world they would inhabit. To get the agents to learn, they were given rewards and allowed to navigate multiple similar virtual worlds. The researchers added expert agents to the virtual world, and the non-expert agents learned that the quickest way to get to a desired destination was to learn from an expert. The researchers found that the agents learned more quickly with the expert and were able to navigate other similar virtual worlds by mimicking their learning from the expert. EU seeks agreement on world's first AI law. On December 9, 2023, TechExplore.com reported the European Union is set to finalize rules on regulating artificial intelligence, following months of negotiations on how to monitor generative AI applications like ChatGPT. The EU is racing to approve the world's first comprehensive AI law, which was heightened by the ChatGPT bot's rapid advancements. AI proponents argue that the technology will benefit humanity, but others worry about the risks it poses to society. The European Commission proposed an AI law in 2021 that would regulate systems based on the level of risk they posed. Negotiations began in June, but a fierce debate over how to regulate general-purpose AI like ChatGPT and Google's Bard chatbot threatened talks at the last minute. Senior EU figures have repeatedly said the bloc must finalize the law before the end of 2023. However, stumbling blocks remain over key issues, with some member states fearing too much regulation will stifle innovation and hinder the development of European AI giants. If no agreement is reached, the law would not come into force until 2026 at the earliest. The main sticking point is how to regulate foundation models, with France, Germany, and Italy calling to exclude them from the tougher parts of the law. Berlin, Paris, and Rome do not want the law to include restrictive rules for foundation models, but instead say they should adhere to codes of conduct. Another sticking point is remote biometric surveillance, which the EU Parliament wants a full ban on. Demonstrating native AI for mobile network operation. On December 8, 2023, InnovationNewsNetwork.com reported the DeepMind project, funded by the European Union H2020 Framework Program, aims to integrate AI into mobile network architectures and automate the management of complex communication systems. The project focuses on 6G mobile networks and aims to help them meet high-performance targets in terms of support for diverse classes of service, near-zero latency, apparent infinite capacity, and 100% reliability and availability. The main goal of the DeepMind project is developing and implementing innovative and pragmatic approaches to network intelligence, (NI), design that enable a high-performance, sustainable, and extremely reliable zero-touch network system. It intends to depart from the current hype around artificial intelligence, AI, as the silver bullet for any mobile network management task and realize a systematic integration of varied machine learning, ML, models into network architectures that ensure an effective design and operation of network intelligence, (NI), in 6G systems. Two representative NI solutions were devised and implemented within the context of the project and demonstrated at the 2023 Mobile World Congress held in Barcelona, Spain. The first solution, computer-aware radio scheduling, was developed and implemented to guarantee every transmission time interval, TTI, a minimum viable subframe, MVSF, that provides the smallest set of signals required to preserve user synchronization while maximizing throughput during shortages of computing resources. The project organized the data processing pipeline for each job's data task into separate threads, with the 4th thread responsible for building an MVSF and exploiting the work of data workers to maximize performance during shortages of computing resources. Nibiru achieved this through a dedicated design, where the fourth thread is responsible for building an MVSF and exploiting the work of data workers to maximize performance during shortages of computing resources. Machine learning, ML, models are crucial for automation in networking scenarios, but traditional software-defined networks, SDN, models do not meet the low latency requirements of next-generation network functions. The Daemon project aims to overcome these challenges by implementing FlowRest, a practical framework that can run RF models at flow level in real-world programmable switches. This enables the embedding of large RF models into production-grade hardware for challenging inference tasks on individual traffic flows and at line rate. FlowRest removes barriers such as reliance on stateless packet-level features, limited scalability in terms of ML model complexity, and tests bounded to emulation environments. The project was implemented in a 100 gigabits per second real-world testbed with Intel Tufino ASICs and domain-specific languages. FlowRest addresses the limitations of traditional approaches, such as reliance on stateless packet-level features, limited scalability, and tests bounded to emulation environments. Thanks for watching video recapped on weekly news world of AI and technology. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share.